Hey everybody, Andrew here. Welcome to episode 2 of the ENERGON HANGOUT podcast, where every weekend I talk about Transformers and nothing but Transformers. And for this episode, I'm going to focus on ToyWorld. Now, ToyWorld has its share of ups and downs over the years. They've had some winners, like Constructor, and they had some losers, like Leia. Ever since Zeta Toys was formed by people who left ToyWorld, ToyWorld has been floundering. They've sort of lost their way over the past year or so. And they've tried to find their footing with the Legends Wheeljack that they came out with recently. And it seems to be an okay release, but nothing earth-shattering apparently. But what's really interesting is I think they might have found their niche with the movie toys. The Masterpiece scale movie toys in particular. We've seen pictures of the Masterpiece scale The Last Night Age of Extinction Optimus Prime, which looks promising. I'm very interested in that one. But there are two figures that have really captured my interest, and one of them being their Masterpiece scale Bumblebee Movie Optimus Prime that they call Freedom Leader. And I think this is an outstanding design. The details are there. It looks amazing. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a G1 fanboy, and I admit I love G1. That's what I grew up with. And this version of Optimus Prime is very reminiscent of G1. However, even if you take that equation out and just look at it as simply a movie Masterpiece Optimus Prime figure, it's still amazing. The proportions are just right. And the transformation is going to be insane on this thing. There's a nice blend of IDW in there, along with that Cybertronian look. And supposedly, this figure is going to come with pieces that you can use to make him look more Cybertronian. I think that if they stick with the movie figures, they will be ahead of the game because there really isn't much out there. I think DX9 or Unique Toys has done one or two movie-type figures with their Peru Kill and their version of The Last Night Optimus Prime, which are good figures, but I think that ToyWorld has an opportunity to surpass them if they stick in that direction. I think that this is going to be a very, very successful release. And from every angle, I mean, it looks like a statue. It looks like an action figure more than it does a transforming figure. I mean, it cleans up really well. If there's anything that I have a nitpick on it, it would be the very back of the vehicle mode, where his feet sort of hang down behind the rear wheels. I don't mind that so much. You can sort of pretend that they're like mud flaps, but they're kind of thick to be that too. I'm just trying to be creative here. I'm hoping that they find a way to tone that down, or perhaps that's the Cybertronian mode. I don't know. It's not a deal breaker for me, but tractor trailers do not have that much hanging off the back of the rear wheels. I can forgive it. I can overlook it because there's so much awesomeness going on with this thing in every other way. If they do the paint apps well, if they use good quality plastics, if they use good quality materials overall, put some die cast in there to give it some weight in all the right places so that he balances well, and give him the proper engineering in the joints like ratchets and so forth, this guy will be a very solid release and very promising for ToyWorld. And I'm really hoping that this gives them the break that they're looking for. The second one that I want to mention, they sort of tucked away in the background, but you see it in some of the photos that you can find online. And that is the Cybertronian Ravage. It looks amazing. I love the sculpt. I hope the articulation is there to make this guy a fun, posable figure. It transforms apparently to a cassette type of shape, basically a rectangular box. I hope we get a Soundwave out of it. I hope that's sort of a foreshadowing of a movie Masterpiece Soundwave from the Bumblebee movie. That'd be cool. I love Ravage. He's one of my favorite Decepticons, and they just nailed the sculpt on this one. So I think, again, ToyWorld has found its niche, hopefully, and they're going to be able to get their feet firmly planted to the ground again, and this will enable them to make a good comeback, because I just want to look at the positive end of things here, and hope that this is the beginning of something really cool. Competition is fierce in the third-party world for Transformers. You've got a lot of heavy-hitting companies out there, such as Fans Toys, MMC, Make Toys, DX9, X-Transbots, KFC. They're all fighting for profit, basically. And there are a few of them they're doing the same thing, such as the Masterpiece Metasaur that X-Transbots and DX9 and Fans Toys are all clamoring for people to buy. And as far as Metasaur goes, I think all three of those companies have something good to offer, but I don't think we should have another Springer Wars type of thing where you have 5, 6, or maybe even 7 different releases all fighting for your dollar. I'm good for competition, but there's also oversaturation, and that can really kill a market, and only very few will survive in that type of scenario. So I'm glad that ToyWorld is sort of marching to the beat of its own drum. They're just trying to do their own thing, and hopefully that'll be a big payoff for them. And with that, please let me know what you think about what's going on with ToyWorld. Do you like the direction that they are going with, or do you wish that they went in a different direction? What sort of things do you like about ToyWorld, and what sort of things do you not like about ToyWorld? Let me know. Thanks for tuning in. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys real soon. Let's roll out.